An early evening, I guess, on this Sunday of your Memorial Day weekend. Hope everything is going well for you. And I do want to update especially tomorrow morning, Memorial Day morning's forecast, because light rain still looks like it's likely that we will see. We did hit, by the way, in PDX here in Portland, 80 yesterday. Hadn't done that in a long time. It hadn't even been in the 70s since like May 10th. In fact, we hadn't hit 80 now that I think about it since we were 84 on May 1st. And then today it's been cooler than normal, than I thought. I thought we'd at least hit 70 or maybe a little bit warmer, but the solid cloud cover, marine deck this morning, few breaks this afternoon, and we've been hanging out in the mid 60s. Hope you enjoyed the cooler weather today. I am meteorologist Rod Hill coming to you from Vancouver, Washington on this Sunday evening. So what you're looking at here is the North American model from the National Weather Service. And this is tomorrow morning, early in the morning, like 5, 6, 7 a.m. Actually, it looks like the best chance of rain is early morning and then lingering through maybe 9 or 10. But what you're looking at here is mostly scattered light showers. There's a few showers that might be a little bit heavier, but mostly. And this is, see right here where it shows broken rain shower activity. This could be more steady than what this is showing. Maybe we have a couple hours of fairly consistent, almost misty weather in the morning, and this does show some showers out east as well. Total rainfall is not going to be much. And again, everything points to the fact that the early to mid morning hours of tomorrow are probably going to be the wettest part of the day. Warmer weather, by the way, will be returning as quickly as Tuesday, and I'll get into that. So, this is brought to you by the Momentous Wealth Podcast. Listen on Spotify and on Apple Podcast, couldn't think of the name of it, for a variety of investment topics meant to educate you if you are investing and saving for retirement specifically. Okay, we thank them, the Momentous Wealth Podcast, for being my sponsor. Here's a satellite picture. Radar, now it's been a dry day today, as we thought it would be, including at the coast. Radar is picking up thicker cloud cover at the coast where the beam is, remember the beam, which is in the hills outside of Scappoose, shoots upward. So that radar beam, by the time it gets to the coast, it's gotten quite high due to the mileage, if you will, and it's hitting water droplets in a thicker cloud deck, but no rain. The rain itself is holding offshore. Here's the visible satellite picture. Watch my cursor. There's Portland right about here, and then here's the coastline. So you can see the thicker cloudiness kind of rushing inland. There's a weak front offshore. You can see it right there on the surface map. Here's the upper level trough on the 500 millibar, 18,000 foot level flow pattern. We will be, see this trough, the axis is right here, it's offshore. We will be in the middle of this cooler instability area of the upper trough first thing tomorrow morning. And that's when the best chance of light rain will be. First thing tomorrow morning, meaning 5, 6, 7 a.m. No storm chance out of any of this coming in tomorrow. But we will see some likely precipitation. So here's the national blended model. This is different. I started off with the North American model. This is the national blended model and their future looking radar products. So here we are with rain offshore, well offshore really, at 5 o'clock this afternoon. I'm just going to play this into 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. Here's 5 a.m. Monday morning. So all of Western Washington, Seattle, down through Portland, Salem, Corvallis, maybe even down through Eugene, maybe even down into Florence. Light rain areas likely. And again, it could be several hours of fairly steady, drippy light weather. It shows a wave of some showers, especially over in eastern Washington. Now, as I play this into, this would be 11 o'clock in the morning. So by 11 o'clock in the morning, most of the rain we're going to get in terms of accumulation is over, but it could still be cloudy. And you still see some radar or the future radar picking up light showers over the Cascades of Washington out into the gorge. And where you see the gray specks, maybe some traceable amounts of rain with some cloudiness extending. Now, once we get into the afternoon hours tomorrow, I mean, let me back this up. This is 2 in the afternoon. That shows a lingering shower. That may or may not happen. By the time you get to 5 in the afternoon, it shows still some cloudiness with a lingering shower throughout. There's Troutdale into the West Gorge. So, I mean, on paper, it looks like Memorial Day afternoon has at least a 50% chance of opening up some sun breaks. But it could be a day like today that starts off very cloudy. We will have some light rain tomorrow. but then the very cloudy start off really struggles to break up. And if that's the case, I mean, today's been in the mid 60s. I've actually lowered Monday's high, Memorial Day's high in Portland, to 66. So that's the kind of day that it's going to be. We're not looking for much total rainfall. Let me just back this up and show you the rain amounts. So this is total rain amounts coming in through 5 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. And it shows in green about a tenth of an inch of rain along the coast of Oregon, maybe closer to a quarter of an inch of rain up along the coast of Washington. Here are the Cascade rain amounts, anywhere from 5/100ths to a quarter of an inch on average down through Mount Hood. But the I-5 corridor, the gray colors, that's zero point zero 0.02, zero point zero 0.05 from Olympia up into Seattle, zero point zero 0.05 in Portland. By the time you get down to Eugene, zero point zero 0.03. So again, pretty light stuff, which is kind of what we've been expecting. This does show some likely rain all the way down into the Bandon and Coos Bay area, and even down into Brookings in the South Oregon coast. Because it is a cooler push of air, I wanted to look at wind. I know a lot of you like it when I show you the wind forecast. On paper, this front tomorrow morning has very little pressure gradient with it. That would mean it wouldn't cause much wind. There's actually a weak surface high that comes in the afternoon. We may not clear out, but even if we do or don't, that will basically limit any wind field. So this is tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. with light rain in the area. And you can see, look at the winds, basically 10 miles per hour or less, pretty quiet. Here's west winds, though, noticeably breezy from about the Dalles out toward Pendleton up to about 20 miles per hour, nothing extreme. And then again, this is west wind and blue gusting to 20 or better out through the Columbia Basin. Well, that is the Columbia Basin up into parts of Washington and out through Pendleton and from the Dalles Hood River on. So there's your wind zone of gust 20 to 25, basically. Otherwise, it shows 15 mile per hour winds or less at the coast, not much wind in the valley during the day tomorrow. Again, this is 5 o'clock Monday afternoon. There's some 30 mile per hour wind gust in green out toward the Dalles. A little bit of wind, 20 mile per hour spike down around Brookings, not much. And then basically with warmer weather coming in Tuesday and Wednesday, we'll be in the center of kind of a broad high pressure area. And typically that would mean not much of any wind. Here's Tuesday. This does pick up some winds along the coast, and this would be potentially east winds picking up along the coast, 15, 20 miles per hour. Potentially some east winds in parts of the central Oregon, and then kind of maybe coming out of the gorge to about 16. Again, that's an east wind. Okay. And then Wednesday winds should be pretty light. So the last thing I want to show you is kind of the overall air mass trend, cold air, hot weather pockets coming and going through this upcoming week. So here is this afternoon. We're on Sunday. We're now, this is the warmer air that we had yesterday when it was sunny and 80. Here's the cooler blue air mass that we're now feeding off of and delivered our cooler Sunday. Here's our cool Memorial Day Monday. You see the blue colors there. And then look how rapidly we warm up. I mean, we could be 66 Monday and in the 80s on Tuesday and upper 80s on Wednesday. Isn't that something? Here's Wednesday. So yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, all the models show this, a rapid bubble of warming that comes in, an east wind flow at the surface, which allows for maximum warming. And that would even produce some warm weather at the coast with sunny skies. Now this isn't going to show up very well on this, but there is a weak front. It even looks weaker than what we're going to get tomorrow. Tomorrow's weak. But there's another weak front that comes in Thursday. So here's Thursday afternoon. You're seeing the warm air move over to Idaho, Montana, Wyoming. You're seeing the colder air in blue mainly off to our northwest. But we do cool down. You can see that. It's just not going to be much. And it will come with a shower chance on Thursday. And then just like that, it's another rapid bubble of warm air coming in Friday with 80s. Look at this. Coming in Saturday with 80s. Okay, so what's the last? This is the last frame. This is Saturday morning. But look at that. Saturday morning and then Saturday afternoon, I've got 86 degrees. There have been some models that say we could be close to 90 in Portland this coming Wednesday, and we could be close to 90 Saturday of this coming weekend. Right now, I think that's a little bit too warm, but we'll see. You get the idea. It's kind of an up and down week, right? So here is specific to Portland, the forecast numbers anyway, from Hazeldale Tire Pros up here in Clark County, the sponsor, longtime sponsor. I appreciate them, my 7-day forecast work. See them for all of your tire needs. Really good, what I consider to be honest people, and they're really good at what they do, and they take care of you. All right, so Memorial Day, early rain showers or areas of light mist or drizzle. And there's a lingering PM shower chance. maybe some sun breaks, but overall, I'm expecting kind of a mostly cloudy day. I've got a similar temperatures today, 66, not much wind. And then here's that rapid warm up. Sunshine, 82 Tuesday, 87 Wednesday. 87 would be the warmest we have been so far this year. The warmest we've been so far this year, I'm pretty sure, is the 84-degree temp we had on May 1st. Then there's that wave of weather on Thursday. It looks cooler, or excuse me, it looks weaker than what we're going to get tomorrow. Right now, I'm at least expecting some clouds and a shower threat and temperatures around 70. And then the rapid warm up, just like that again, really something. Friday 85, Saturday 86, and then we start to cool down on Sunday. I've got us at 74. That's a good drop, 86 to 74. And then right now it looks like that following Monday, a week from tomorrow, there would be at least a shower threat with another weak system dropping in. Well, that is your update. If you are going out to the cemeteries on Monday or whatever you have planned for your Memorial Day, I hope we all remember to take a moment and think about the families that have lost loved ones over the years in the military, on the battlefields, that have given so much. I'm meteorologist Rod Hill, and I'll talk to you soon.